We are live. I am B. Brown, the revolutionary.
And this show Good Sis Sunshine. Okay, so I'll be a little bit late to the game, but I'll be a little bit like on top of it. And I've been looking at all the feeds and I've been seeing that I don't see any of the Erica Mena supporters making any kind of noise. Now I got like,
Um,
all right, I got a small guilty pleasure, boss. I like to watch ratchet stuff.
mm-hmm,
So sometimes I keep up with Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And
mm-hmm.
I need to keep up with this because these I've watched over the years. I stopped watching it a long time ago. However, a topic came up in regards to Erica Mena and Spice. I
Mm-hmm.
said this
Wait,
before.
so are they like arch enemies?
They're they're not arch enemies. Like they were cordial, friendly before. However, Erica is like a lot of women that have a problem with the men that they fixate on having feelings towards other women. So they become their enemies, especially when it comes to black women and women of other ethnicities, races, nationalities. But that's a whole separate conversation. So,
Okay.
so Erica Mena, I'm just going to recap real quick for people that didn't know who haven't been around. I mean, so Erica Mena has Spice and Spice had a conversation. Erica Mena called Spice a monkey,
Mm-hmm. And
which
she
with her whole chest, with a whole chest, she called her a monkey. Made the monkey sounds and all,
and she did that. I saw her.
very vulgarly. Now a lot of and what upset me so much was that I saw so many black women and especially so many heavily melanated black women capping for Erica Mena.
Hmm.
Like, well,
Say
she
it.
came. Hmm?
I can say it ain't so.
No, I said it. I'm gonna say it again. Heavily melanated black women were capping for Erica Mena. They were like, "Oh well, Spice spoke on her kid, and you bring up my kid, and blah 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 blah." And first and foremost, before I'll say anything else, I'll say this: if it were actually about coming for parenting and the lack thereof of bringing up children, if we're arguing and I want to bring up the fact that you're a bad parent or you want to come for my parenting, especially when you have children that are not in your custody, they're in a whole other country, I'm going to say, well, guess what? You a FaceTime mom. Your kids are
Mm-hmm.
with your Jamaica. If it was really about the kid and your
Mm-hmm. Right.
no, Erica Mena decided to call Spice a monkey,
Oh wow.
which is something we all know is a deeply rooted racial slur
Right.
against people.
It's very derogatory, and the fact that you're not even black makes it even worse. Um, I mean, from what I see, you live in the black culture.
Hmm.
You participate in all things that are black. And
Hmm.
maybe it made you feel like you could say something like that. But I don't even like when black people call each other or get mad at one another and call each other, well, you black this and you black this and you a monkey that. And I mean, I think all of it is just pure foolishness.
I mean,
And I don't think I don't think anyone was wrong for being upset with her because that was just like any other person of any other race calling a black person one of those derogatory words.
exactly. However, people were like, "Oh, she has black children." I'm like,
That has
and
nothing to do with it.
her proximity to blackness has nothing to do with her calling a black person a racial slur. Like if that is your first response, if that's your go-to, you are inherently racist.
Mm,
Inherently, that is how you feel. And then I'm going to bring up another point. She said that Spice brought up her child, which is why she went to that racial slur. That wasn't the issue at hand. People lack comprehension. Spice,
Mhm.
after Erica Mena said something, Spice said, "You act like you're the only woman that's been left to be a single mother." Erica Mena said, she said, Spice said, "I've been doing it for 14 years." And as many other women do in regards to black women, they want to one up their suffering. They want to one up their pillage. They want to one up their plight to black women, like they suffer more, they do more, they
Yeah.
carry more than a black woman does. So, in that effect, Erica Mena brought up her own son. She said, "I've been doing it for 16 years." That's bringing up her own child. But I'm gonna take
Mhm.
it another point. When Erica walked in, she brought up Spice and the fact that she's been a single mother, which is also bringing up her kids. So, which is which?
Right. Which is which? Either way it go, she was out of line with what she said. I personally also feel like the children should stay out of the adult conversations. Period.
Kids, kids should always be off limits.
So,
However, however, kids should be off limits. Nonetheless, racism should be the furthest thing from anyone's mind at all.
hmm
And then you had to see the black woman in the comments. Oh well, maybe Spike looks like the monkey to her. Do you know how inherently like racist that is, like towards your own, like even towards your own self, like truly, like it's inherent self-hatred. It's like it's indoctrinated self-hatred at like its most basic form. It's horrendous to me. It's the simple fact that you don't comprehend the heaviness of that statement, those words, and then making those sounds. They used to call black people monkeys to like correlate, like to make it acceptable to make black people slaves. Like they dehumanize us and debase us, and that's why calling us a monkey was okay. So why do you think, like, why is that your first thought process? Why is that your first thing to say?
because she was trying to hit below the belt, and because she is a darker complexion, it's nothing except for I'm gonna hit you where it hurt. That's all it was. It was just pure foolishness. Uh, it was something that she said to really, really hurt that girl's feelings. That's how I feel about it.
I feel like she truly didn't mean to dehumanize her, especially in making those sounds. Like,
That part really took it to the next level for me. So that really let me know exactly how you was feeling, which I feel like she was offended because of the situation about her son. Um,
truth,
evidently, she got some
truth hurts.
feelings. Yeah, she got some feelings that they deep down within, and they just they hurt to the bone. But at the end of the day, if somebody else say that and you didn't call them a monkey, why are you calling this woman a monkey?
I mean, because Scrappy, even in the same episode, spoke about her son. Stevie J has spoken about her son, and she's never called them monkeys. She's not, and Spice isn't the first black woman she's called a monkey. She called Johnny, I forget what her name is, Johnny. She's also a singer, Johnny Blaze. She called her a monkey as well. Black woman. She has this is her thing. She said before she don't want to work with these black monkeys. It's her thing to call black people monkeys, and people let that slide in the past. In the
Mm.
past. Now I watched the most recent episode, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan of Yandy. However, I would love to give Yandy credit for trying to actually reach out to her and educate her and make her understand why what she said was wrong and how it was derogatory to a whole race of people, that she said those things and she did those things to Spice, who is a heavily melanated woman. And
Mm-hmm.
Erica, she laughed. She laughed, which means she carries no remorse for what she said. And she actually said, I'd do it again. I'd do it again. She
Mm.
said, I'd do it again. Yeah, I mean, you heard her, right?
Yeah, I watched it. I mean, yeah, I did.
I
Yeah,
really think the only reason she issued that
that's crazy.
half fake apology was because she got fired off of Love and Hip Hop. And yes, I understand where people are coming from when they're saying that they're mad because they allowed her to still film and they allow her to still do X, Y, and Z. Yeah, that was kind of shady. They knew what she said when she said it, and she should have been fired then. Nonetheless, they were also saying they should have edited out that part. They should have never showed it. Why? Why protect a racist? Why protect someone that says such derogatory, vulgar, vile, dehumanizing, debasing things? Why? That's her. That's her as an actual person. Why
Yeah.
hide for what?
So, do you feel like she should have been fired?
I do. I do. Because it truly is time for people to understand that being racist, being derogatory towards black people, there are consequences. There are consequences for every other being, the LGBTQ,
Right.
the Asian, Hispanics, the Jewish, the every other people except for black people. It is time for someone to take accountability for the hatred that they have spewed towards black people while making your money off of black culture.
I
However,
agree.
let's go a little bit further and keep it on with Spice, because they were talking about how in the same episode in the finale where Yandy spoke with Erica Mena, the whole Spice and Carly Red situation. Spice had purchased a house and Carly bought the house across from her, and then she, knowing that Spice had her kids there and she never wanted her there in the first place, she rented her space out to rappers that to
Mm.
do like whatever. So people were correlating Spice's response to her privacy and her safety for her family to Erica Mena being fired, which was like weird to me. It was very weird because Spice specifically said to Carly, I know how you are. I know what you get into. I just want a space for me, myself, and my family to just be, you know, away from everything.
Right.
And then Carly invading her privacy and then renting her space out to rappers, smoking all that good stuff and like, acting a fool or whatever. And yes, I
Mm.
think that Spice was very wrong for attacking her physically. Right is right and wrong is wrong.
So they had a fight?
Girl, it was fisticuffs involved. Carly was
Mm.
assaulted. She was
Mm.
she was assaulted. She was.
So did she feel like she did that purposely though?
She did.
That's kind of sad. I mean, you know, now I'm just gonna say, get your coin, get it. I understand. You got to figure out a way to be able to get your coin, but is this the only way that, we can be seen on reality TV? Because basically all of the shows are a mess. Well, I'm gonna say this, they're full of drama. And it's
We are in the era of
ninjutry.
wins. Toxicity wins in this era. You know what I'm saying? Like toxic
The
relationships,
kids, the,
toxic
the,
friendships.
adult, the parents are doing toxic parenting.
Yeah,
And
all kinds.
the music is very toxic.
Everything is toxic. Like this is an era where look at look at where I want to get out the group chat. I'm not even saying Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice, Beetlejuice because I refuse to bring up them people. We all
Right.
know when we talk about the group chat. I'm gonna leave that alone. It is like the era of toxicity. It truly is like toxicity wins. And it's sad because people become so traumatized that they don't understand that that's not the way you live. That's not how life is supposed to be. And it's like they don't.
They, they just so used to it now. It's kind of like it's the new norm.
Nah, I'm old school. I don't like
I'm
new.
not into it. That's why I really don't partake in so much of it. Because even though I might laugh when they cut up, my real soul is like, this is too much.
Yeah,
This is
because
too.
it's very draining to the spirit.
It
However,
is.
all the toxicity makes money. Look how much money they make on love and hip hop when there's drama involved instead of when there's peace. So they all want that kind of drama effect. However, I believe the drama and the social disconnect that happened between Erica and Spice was just it it it's still just very very weird to me. It's just like it's like a lot of, and I do say this with the utmost respect, that I feel like a lot of uppercase black people and lowercase case black people don't comprehend the weight of the word because they're not taught about their actual history. So they think that type of thing is cute and it gives you a pass to people that you want to get acceptance from.
I
So
agree.
it's like, and it's true, like there is no unity amongst the community. And I tell people like Willie Lynch is a mug. Still, if you don't know about it, read up on it, and then you'll learn how to like decompress all that stuff. It's just it's just sad to me that so many black women were in agreement with Erica Mena's use of that vulgar term and the way she acted afterward. It was just mind boggling to me. And then the fact that she said that she'd do it again was even more mind boggling to me.
Yeah, I think, um, the world and the culture just has lost its ethics. Like, no one has respect. Well, respect is not something that people think of anymore,
Facts.
unless you're old school, like me, like you. A lot of
Hmm.
times, it's just no respect. Like, if you respect the next person, a lot of things won't happen. But
Hmm.
people are so disrespectful these days that
Hmm.
you'll find yourself getting dragged into they disrespectful BS
That's
because that's not the values that you have.
hmm
Yes. In my case, make me not even want to deal with people because I don't have time. I
that's
just
fact.
don't.
And people also have to remember that someone's proximity to blackness does not give them the right to blackness.
Yeah,
Erica Mena does not have black children. Erica Mena has biracial children. Like Erica Mena said herself, some of her best friends are black and she has black people in her family. She never claimed herself to be black. So therefore she is not black. I tell black people all of the time, we are not people of color, we are black. Because people of color are still racist towards us. And we cannot stand for that. We have to keep on, we have to actually have our voice and keep our voice and make it be known that we will not be disrespected in this fashion. And case in point, she's fired from Love and Hip Hop. She's been fired from her show off of all black network. Like I said, her proximity to blackness, she makes her money off the off the black culture.
Yeah. So I'm with that cancellation. You need to
I'm with
learn. You have to be the first example, then so be it. But we got to start somewhere.
yes, we have to start somewhere so it can end everywhere.
Exactly. Exactly. That right there put the exclamation point right at the end of this conversation.
Yeah, no context needed. Just it's a no, and that's it. That's all.
That's it.
That's it.
Well, you can definitely follow Deb TV on TikTok,
You
Instagram, Facebook,
YouTube, Twitter.
and YouTube.
Yeah,
Also, you can donate to Dab TV, $ DAABTV. And it would be awesome if you guys just would comment, like, follow, subscribe. That would be awesome. And we definitely will give you more content.
yes, we will. More things you need to know and questions we want answered.
That's right. That's right. But all in all, let's learn to be respectful with our words, with our gestures, the way we treat one another. I mean, I'm not mad about none of these people in reality TV getting their money because we in some form of a recession. I don't know what type it is, but it's some form of a recession because everything is increasing, but they're not paying more money. However, let's learn to not put so much foolishness into it, even though that's what sells.
Facts. And let's also learn to stand as a people and as a community. We have to learn to stand together as one accord and be as one force. That is what they fear. They fear the most that the black people will come together in peace and harmony because things can change wholeheartedly. We have to understand microaggressions and macroaggressions. We have to not be so complacent in the way that we allow others to treat us. So, black people, one love and togetherness.
All right, and that's our show for tonight. And we will see you guys next time. Tune in, share, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.